be seated. As Academic Registrar, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to Chelmsford Cathedral for today's Anglia Ruskin graduation ceremony, where we will celebrate the success of the class of 2017. The tradition of graduation ceremonies dates back to the 15th century, and it is a tradition that has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step. And graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use the skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future enhancement of society. Each graduand will cross the stage and shake hands with the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to signal their transition to this new role, and we will applaud them for their success so far and in anticipation of their contribution to society in the future. At the end of the ceremony, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all new graduates to the community of scholars, and as new members of that community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will bring the ceremony to a close. During the ceremony, those receiving higher research degree awards will have their hood placed upon them by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to indicate that they have attained the very highest levels of academic achievement. It's almost time for us to begin our formal proceedings, so I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roderick Watkins, to address you all. Professor Watkins.
Graduands, family, friends, colleagues. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, it is my very great pleasure to join you today at your graduation ceremony. And firstly, to all of you graduating today, my congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today is a day of great celebration. It is an opportunity for each of you to take stock, reflect, and celebrate your achievements to date, but also to look forward to exciting careers that stretch ahead of you. And whatever career you enter, you are the future. You now have the opportunity and the responsibility to embrace and promote change, to implement new ideas and new ways of working. And we will have succeeded in our task if we have helped you to develop the skills and confidence to influence and lead that change and to make a real difference to your professions and to your communities. 2017 marks Anglia Ruskin's 25th birthday as a university, having been awarded university status in 1992. And that recognition was an important milestone in a history that stretched right back to 1858, with John Ruskin's inaugural address at the opening of the Cambridge School of Art. And in all of that time, our institution has been dedicated to harnessing the personally and socially transformative power of education, and to widening participation to include as broad and diverse a student body as possible. And during the past quarter of a century, more than 140,000 people have achieved a higher education qualification from Anglia Ruskin, studying courses from architecture to zoology. We are also proudly a regional university. We are committed to serving our region and helping to maximise the economic, social and cultural well-being of the communities we serve. And we can only do this in partnership with a wide range of organisations right across the east of England in the public, private and charitable sectors. And growing and deepening these links is a priority for us over the coming years. As well as being our 25th anniversary, 2017 has been a very successful year for Anglia Ruskin. We were delighted last month to have maintained our position in the top 350 universities in the world, according to the Times Higher World University Rankings, where we are for the second year in a row the highest ranked of all of the UK's post-1992 universities. We won the Duke of York Award for University Entrepreneurship at the Lloyds Bank National Business Awards. And we were ranked by The Economist as one of the UK's top 50 universities for securing a positive financial return for our students. Last month, we received confirmation from the General Medical Council that we have successfully passed the final hurdle in our journey to establish a School of Medicine at our Chelmsford campus. And just last week, we were given the keys to our fabulous new £45 million science centre on our Cambridge campus. Our academics continue to undertake and publish cutting-edge research into real-world problems of regional, national, and international importance, and highlights of the past year have included internationally significant works in areas such as the global burden of eye disease, improving the resilience of buildings in zones vulnerable to earthquakes, and the use of music therapy in supporting young people with autism. But above all, we are proud of the achievements of our students. This summer, for example, Molly Smith was named Student Paramedic of the Year by the College of Paramedics, while Beatrice Sajo won the V&A Student Illustrator of the Year. And fellow students on our MA in Children's Book Illustration came first, second, and third in the prestigious Macmillan Prize for Illustration. As a university, then, we define our success by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. But for us to succeed, we will need your support as our newest alumni. So please spread the word about our university. Help us build new partnerships with your networks and your professions. And above all, please stay in touch. Before I close, I would like to pay special tribute to your families and friends who have provided you with constant support throughout your education. You and we owe them our sincere gratitude. So thank you. And I would also like to acknowledge and thank my colleagues from right across the university for their tireless commitment and professionalism and their enormous contribution to every aspect of your course. So once again, my warm congratulations to all those graduating today. I do hope you enjoy your day. I wish you well wherever your Anglia Ruskin degree takes you, and please do stay in touch. Our success and your success are inextricably linked, and Anglia Ruskin University would not be where it is today without you. Thank you.
Professor Watkins, thank you. We now come to the formal presentation of those receiving awards today to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor. And I call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Ruth Taylor, to present to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education. Professor Taylor.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you today graduates from the Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing Adult, Umahoro Tagana. Emmanuel Ayodele Oleleye. Pamhitsai Sahanga. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing Adult, Raquel Chimpong. Sonia Afoeku. Kay Ale. Lily Amagadze. Memuna Bar. Philippa Dawn Braybrook. Tanya Britton. Amy Clouting. Mavis Kobina. Jennifer Cobden. Samantha Jane Cox. Laura Colton. Jade Day. Jennifer Mansadosu. Betty Doobie. Kelsey Gent. Emma Graham. Alison Greenwald. Namala Gurung. Joanna Gwanzura. Eunice Jima. Eleanor Mary Hancock. Amanda Henschke. Charlotte Amanda Hewson. Rebecca Hill. Anita Elizabeth Hughes. Mavis Mbea Buha. Jürgen Vivares Java. Alia Kindi. Jennifer Laclay. Grace Lexnar. Morag MacDonald. Leanne Mahoney. Debbie Marshall. Manu Matthew. Lucy MacDonald. Agnes Mosserai. Sherilyn Ndlovu. Julianne Makang Rouse. Also receiving the Provide Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education bursary, Lorna Nichol. Georgina O'Reilly-Foley. Kate Olivia Renault. Sophie Louise Rivers. Georgina Roberts. Sonia Caroline Smith. Darren Spencer. Jurate Stankovichine. Samantha Jane Stevens. Biruk Tisema. Jessica Tillman. Hannah Rose Wild. Gifty Armour Wilson. Onyemachi Yeku. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that partially completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Taylor, thank you. We have many distinguished academic staff at Anglia Ruskin University, and I should now like to ask one of them, Professor Stephen Wordsworth, to come to the podium to offer a few words of reflection. Professor Wordsworth.
Well, graduands, you've made it, and here you are all looking rather splendid, if I may say so. It is both a pleasure and a privilege to address you on this important day in what is our academic year. We come together to celebrate your success. Today really is the culmination of all of your efforts, and I dare say blood, sweat and tears. Given the audience, possibly also another set of body fluids as well, perhaps. This is only my second year of attending these ceremonies here at ARU, and I hope you will agree what a fantastic venue this really is. It's my pleasure to be given the opportunity to stand before you and to play a small part in celebrating your fantastic achievements. I know from first hand the effort, hard work and determination that you all put into your studies in order for you to gain the right to be here today and to celebrate with your family and friends. And for that, I want to salute each and every one of you for your achievements. Some of you have no doubt will have experienced a less than smooth journey, yet despite all of this, you have shown determination, tenacity, and a strong sense of will to achieve your goals that you set for yourselves. As the author C.S. Lewis said, hardship often prepares people for extraordinary destinies. Today serves as a reminder to us all of why we are here. Seeing you graduate is a culmination of your efforts, our efforts as academics and also as professional service staff. But it is your achievements in particular that continue to inspire us. So in reality, while we may all briefly pause back to look at our own graduations, it's really about looking forward. For staff to the year ahead, but for you to your careers and to your destinies. You might ask yourself, what does the future look like? You may feel apprehensive, perhaps even a little daunted, ahead of the transition from student to qualified member of staff. My piece of advice here would be to put those thoughts on hold for just a short while and make sure that you enjoy the rest of today. The good news is that I know we have equipped you well, both with the knowledge and the skills to fulfill your potential. So my second piece of advice would be to look to the future with optimism, with confidence. Don't let the talk of austerity or uncertainty dampen your enthusiasm or curb your passion for what you are about to do. All the talk of it was better in my day is invariably not true. My third piece of advice is always to remember what brought you here to ARU in the first place. My suspicions is that your reasons for choosing your careers are rooted more in what you can do for others, rather than what you can gain for yourselves. In my own research, students just like you told me the following. Yes, they wanted a good job with career prospects, and yes, a decent salary, a sense of satisfaction and achievement. But interestingly, many of them talked about they wanted to help others. They simply were people-focused. They wanted to make a difference, no matter how small. They wanted to contribute to society, and in some cases, they wanted to give something back. Now, no speech would be complete without a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, but thinking about those students reminded me of what he said. The best way to find yourself is to use yourself in the service of others. I have no doubt that your time at ARU will inevitably have taught you something about yourselves. It will have brought to the fore and enhanced those personal qualities that you will continue to draw upon as the future dictates. I firmly believe that opportunities are greater than ever, and fantastic careers are there to be had if you build on the foundations that we have given you at ARU. My fourth piece of advice is to be prepared for change. Keep an open mind, keep learning, and importantly, challenge when things go wrong. Always resolve to make improvements, no matter how small. Many of you may end up contributing to advancements in practice, new knowledge, and in new fields of research. Some of you may even find yourselves sitting up here with us. Many of you, I have no doubt, will be the future leaders of your profession. But remember, time and time again, when you talk to patients, users, service users and clients, it's invariably not the grand gestures that they remember, but the seemingly trivial and mundane acts of compassion and kindness. So no matter where your destiny takes you, always remember that even the smallest thing can be truly remarkable to those that you encounter. One of my own academic interests is to try to better understand how we can improve healthcare and studying complex interactions that take place in hospitals, in community or other care settings. The sociologist Pierre Bourdieu had developed what he called thinking tools, which I think are quite useful. Firstly, he talked about the idea of a habitus. Basically, this describes your disposition to something. Put simply, it's the reason why you have chosen your degree and your career, and it's why you have chosen Anglia Ruskin. It's because you felt from day one that you would fit in. Bourdieu also describes the concept of capital. This you have gained from ARU through the social groups and networks of people that you've learned from, particularly your mentors and from the academic staff. Your qualification that you have received today is also a form of capital that gives you the right to call yourselves a professional and the opportunity to get to enter your job. The third element that Bourdieu describes is that of field. We could think of a field as a metaphor for a hospital ward or community placement. And as a result of your studies at ARU, you have the ability now to enter into these fields. The trouble is that these are constantly moving, in flux, changing over time. Technological advancements in particular dictate this. This is why I said previously that it is neither better or worse now or in the past. It's just a case of it being different. The field has moved on. So graduates, you have demonstrated the kind of habitus needed. You are motivated by others. You are caring and compassionate. You have also gained enormous amounts of capital, which you have formerly been assessed and tested against. You have a wealth of knowledge, competence, and professional connections that you can draw upon. Although Bourdieu didn't say it, you are made for ARU. Your challenge for the future is to successfully navigate your chosen field, using all of the skills that I know you have. That is why I know that your future and the future of the professions that you are about to join are assured. I personally want to wish you well on your journey as you leave ARU. We hope you will keep in touch, and we hope that as you conquer your field as you adapt and change, you may be back to study with us as part of your continued professional development. And in so doing, continue to achieve your goals, ambitions, and yes, your dreams. We know we have equipped you well, but the future is in your hands, and I remain confident that you will strive to make our society a better place for all of us. Thank you, and the very best of luck.
Professor Wordsworth, thank you. We now continue with the presentation to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today. So I call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Ruth Taylor, to return to the podium to continue to present graduates to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor from the Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education. Professor Taylor.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to continue the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Health, Social Care and Education. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Mental Health, Graham Adkins. Karen Dathorn. Mohib Sanaya. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing Mental Health, Yvonne Ahikpour. Tina Akidi.